So, very good day to everybody present here. Once again, we are back with a soft skill training on Infosys logical questions of 2021. So, last class we actually dealt with logical and reasoning mathematical ability, which was asked as very important questions for Infosys during the year 2021. So we are going to deal more about the logical questions of Infosys. So this is especially for the students from various colleges and universities, and this is Dr. Kriston for you, Professor AC Department. You can email at dr.kriston@gmail.com, and you can reach me at 7708-203-753. Great. So I hope you had a brief discussion with the previous topic on mathematical, logical, and reasoning mathematical ability for Infosys 2021. So first of all, let me thank God for giving me this golden opportunity to deliver this webinar or the soft skill training program to share my knowledge among my fellow national as well as international participants. And thank you, my dear colleagues and fellow participants who understood the necessity to support this soft skill training program by your valuable presence. And without you, the event would not have been possible. So, at a glance, we are going to discuss about the various test sections. Okay, right. We are going to discuss about the various test sections, the number of questions and the time duration which would be given. For reasoning ability, 15 questions will be asked and you are given with 25 minutes. Mathematical ability, 10 questions will be asked and you are given with 35 minutes. Verbal ability, 20 questions will be asked and you are given with 20 minutes. And pseudo code will be given, 5 questions will be given and 10 minutes allotted time. And puzzle solving, they'll ask 4 questions and 10 minutes will be given. So altogether we have 35 plus 25, 60, okay, 16 plus 80, sorry, 16 plus 20 is 80, 80 plus 10, 90, 90 plus 10, 100, okay. So approximately we have like 1 hour and 40 minutes, so totally 100 minutes. And mathematical ability focus more on number system, time and work, profit or loss, probability, percentages, ratio and proportions. And for reasoning ability, we have syllogisms, data interpretation, data sufficiency, clock and calendars, puzzles, and seating arrangements. For verbal ability, you have critical reasoning, reading comprehension, sentence completion, sentence correction, error spotting, and vocabulary. Okay, so this is what you are going to have a major focus on Infosys competitive mathematical reasoning verbal ability questions for which you are going to focus during 2021. So let me discuss about the first question. You have the directions. Each question below has 2 statements following it. Decide if the statement suffices to answer the question. Okay, so the choices are if first option is when the first case is if only one is sufficient, and for the second one if only two is sufficient. For the third one, if both are required, and for D, it is if each can answer independently, and the fifth one, if data is inadequate. Okay, so the question is integer x divisible by 12? Okay, so you are given with two cases. X is the product of 3 consecutive positive integers, and x is the product of 3 consecutive even integers. So you are going to work it out. Okay, x is divisible by 12. You are given with 2 statements. X is the product of 3 consecutive positive integers, and x is the product of 3 consecutive even integers. The first case we are going to discuss with the case of 3 consecutive positive integers. We can take 1, 2, 3, maybe 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Okay. So if you take 1, 2, 3, x is equal to 6, Okay. Uh, Fine, okay. But the question is this integer x divisible by 12? Okay. So 1 into 2 into 3 gives 6. Okay. It can also be 12, 13 and 14. Okay. So maybe if you can take 2, 3, 4. Okay. 6 into 4 it is 24. Still it is divisible by 12. Okay. But it's also telling like the statement is divisible by 6. Okay. So it's not sufficient. It's not sufficient to say whether x is divisible by 12. So it's 1 is not sufficient. Okay. And let us take in the case uh, x is the product of three consecutive even integers. Okay. Let us take in the case 2, 4, 6. Okay. Okay, right. Three consecutive even integers. Okay, so let us take in the case 2, 4, 6. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. So it's actually um, 8 into 6, 48. Okay, so we can maybe let us take in the case 6, 8, and 10. Okay, so 48, once again 480. Okay, you can say that at least one will be divisible by 3. Okay, and also you should note that if you take 2, 4 and 6, it's actually divisible by 3 and it is actually divisible by 2 even. Okay, not 1 time 2 but 2 times 2. Okay, like for example 2 into 4 into 6. Okay, you get 24 into 2, 48. Okay, 48. So it is divisible by 3, it is divisible by 2, and it is divisible by 4. Okay, so you can clearly say that it is divisible by 1. Okay, let us take in the case 10, 12, 14. Okay, so similarly 10, 12, and 14. 12 is divisible by 3. 12 is divisible by 4 even. Okay, so you can summarize it as a prime factorization 2 into 2 into 3. Okay, so you can say that x is the product of three consecutive even integers. Okay, so the answer is option B, which is if only 2 is sufficient. We are going to go for the next question. If each question below has two statements following it, decide if the statement suffices to answer the question. Okay. Choices are if only one is sufficient, if only two is sufficient, if both are required, if each can answer independently, if data is inadequate. Okay. You are given with if A is equal to 5, what is the value of B plus C? Okay, so the given cases are A is the average of set A, B, C. Okay. And the second one is AB plus AC is equal to 10. Okay. Right. So we are going to go with the first one. Okay. A is the average of A plus A is the average of set A, B, C. Okay. So A is given as 5. Okay. So A plus B plus C divided by 3, the average is equal to 5. Okay. So A plus B plus C is equal to 15. Okay. You know that the value of A is equal to 5. Okay. So definitely B plus C is equal to 10. Okay. So this itself will give you a value of B plus C. Okay. Still we will go for the second one. A plus AB plus AC is equal to 10. Okay. So this is actually AB plus AC is equal to 10. If you take common, okay, A into B plus C is equal to 10. A you are going to substitute as 5. Okay, so 5B plus 5C is equal to 10. Okay. If you divide by 5 on both sides, you get B plus C is equal to 2. Once again, you are going to get B plus C is equal to 2. This is contradictory to the first one, B plus C is equal to 10. Okay. For the first case, if one tries to evaluate it in that way, you get B plus C is equal to 10. And if another tries to evaluate the second case, it is B plus C is equal to 2. Okay. So your answer is option D if each can answer independently. Okay. So because both of the cases are correct. We go to the third question. If each question below has two statements following it, decide if the statement suffices to answer the question. Choices are if only one is sufficient, if only two is sufficient, if both are required, if each can answer independently, if data is inadequate. Okay. So here the question is, a pet store sells only dogs and cats. If the ratio of the dogs to cats is 3 is to 2, how many dogs are in the pet store? Okay. So the ratio of dog to cat is 3 is to 2. Okay. Your question is, how many dogs? Okay. The cases are, if the number of cats were to double, the ratio would be 3 is to 4. Okay. And the second case, if 3 cats were added, there would be more cats than dogs. Okay. Right? We will go over the first case. If the number of cats were to double, the ratio would be 3 is to 4. Okay. This is not adding any information because 3 is to 2. Okay, 3 is to 2. Of course, if you are going to double the number of cats, you are going to double 2, you are going to get 3 is to 4. Okay, this is not sufficient. Okay, because you cannot find out how many dogs are there. Okay. And the second case, if 3 cats were added, there would be more cats than dogs. Okay, the ratio is 3 is to 2. You are going to add 3 more cats. Okay, so if you take 3 more cats means 3 is to 5. Okay, or maybe if you are going to take the ratio 6 is to 4. Okay, it is 6 is to 7. Okay, if you are going to take the ratio as 9 is to 6. Okay, it is 9 is to 9. Okay, but still you are going to you're not going to come to a conclusion how many dogs are actually present. Okay, so both of the cases, the statement is not sufficient. Okay, so your answer is option E, which is if data is inadequate. Right. Fourth question, we have the statements: no stone is metal, some metals are papers, all papers are glass. Okay. The conclusion, all stones being glass is a possibility, no stone is a paper. Okay. So these are the options you have. If only conclusion 1 follows, if only conclusion 2 follows, if either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 follows, if neither conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 follows, if both conclusion 1 and conclusion 2 follows. Okay. So this one you are going to picturize as a diagram. Okay. No stone is a metal. So stone and metal they are disjoint. Okay. And some metals are papers. So some metal, this metal and paper, there is some overlapping. Okay. All papers are glass. So you are going to draw a circle. Okay, so all papers are glass. Okay, right? All stones being glass is a possibility. All stones being glass is a possibility. Yes, of course. Okay, right? And then no stone is a paper. No stone is a paper. Of course, the statement is wrong because some stones are papers. Okay. So it is the first one. All stones being glass is a possibility. Okay. So the answer is option A. Okay. Option A if only conclusion 1 follows. Right. Next one. Some sticks are lamps. Some flowers are lamps. Some lamps are dresses. All dresses are shirts. Okay. So the conclusions are some shirts are sticks, some shirts are flowers, some flowers are sticks, some dresses are sticks. Okay. The question options are none follows, only 1 follows, only 2 follows, only 3 follows, and only 4 follows. So from this you are going to draw a Venn diagram, a picturized diagram. Okay. So some sticks are lamps. So stick and lamp you are going to make a overlap. Okay. Right. So stick and lamp. The stick and lamp you are going to make a overlap. And then some flowers are lamps. Okay, some flowers are lamps. So this flower and lamp you are going to make a overlap. Okay, some lamps are dresses. So lamp and dresses you are going to make a overlap. All dresses are shirts. Okay, so this dress make a round. Okay, so it's just shirts. Okay, some shirts are sticks. Some shirts, not a shirt. Some shirts are sticks. It's wrong. Okay, because they are disjoint. Some shirts are flowers. Some shirts are flowers. No. Okay. Some flowers are sticks. Some flowers are sticks. Some dresses are sticks. Some dresses sticks. Okay, they are destroyed. Right? So, what will be the answer? It is this is actually none follows. Okay, so this is option A, which is none follows. Next one, we go to the next question. Some benches are walls, all walls are houses, some houses are jungles, all jungles are walls. Okay, so the conclusion, you have some roads are benches, some jungles are walls, some houses are benches, some roads are houses. Okay, so the question options, you have only 1 and 2 follow, only 1 and 3 follow, only 3 and 4 follow, only 2, 3, 4 follow, and none of these. Okay, some benches are walls. So bench and wall, you are going to make a overlap. All walls are houses. So wall, you draw a circle. Okay, so it is house. Some houses are jungles. So house and jungle, you make a overlap. Okay, and then all jungles are roads. Okay, all jungles are roads. So this one you make a round outer of jungle. Okay. So some roads are benches. Some roads are benches. They are disjoint. Okay. Some jungles are walls. Some jungles are walls. Still, they are not overlapping. Some houses are benches. Some houses are benches. Benches over here, the house over here. Some roads are houses. Some roads are houses. Of course, they overlap. Okay. So the option is option 3. Only 3 and 4 follow. Okay. So some houses are benches. So houses and benches, that is overlap, bench and wall. Okay. And so houses, benches, they overlap. Okay. And then you have some roads are houses. Some roads. Okay. You have road over here, house over here. There is overlap. Okay. So 3 and 4 follow. So option C, only 3 and 4 follow. Okay. The following table gives the sale of batteries manufactured by a company over the years. Study the table and answer the question. Okay. Number of different types of batteries sold by a company over the years. Numbers in thousand is given. So 1992, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. So we have 4 Ah battery, 7 Ah battery, 32 Ah battery, 35 Ah battery, 35, 55 Ah battery. So the numbers, number of batteries which is sold over the years is given. Okay. Total sale of all 7 years are the maximum for which battery? Okay. 4 Ah, 7 Ah, 32 Ah, 35 Ah, 55 Ah. Okay. So the question is total sale of all 7 years are maximum for which battery? Okay. So for 4Ah, what is the sale? It is 75 plus 90 plus 96 plus 105 plus 90 plus 105 plus 150. You should not misjudge with these values. Okay, you should add these values for 4AH and you are going to get a 676. Okay, and similarly for 7AH, 144 plus 126 plus 114 plus 90 plus 75 plus 60 plus 85. You are going to get the value. Okay, 694. 32 AH, you are going to add this one. 35 AS you are going to add this one. 55 AS you are going to add this one. Okay, right? So I would suggest you to pause this video at times where the question is being asked. So you try to solve them at your side so it becomes easy for you to solve the question. Okay, side by side. Okay. So if you can observe the value 676, 694, 901, 601, 799. So the maximum is for 32 AS value. So the answer is Option C, which is 32 AH. Question 8. The following table gives the sale of batteries manufactured by the company over the years. Study the table and answer the question. Okay. So, different types of batteries sold by the company over the years is given. Okay. So, 1992, 93, 94. The same data is given, but the question is what is the difference in the number of 35 Ah battery? It's over here. Sold in 1993. Okay. Sold in 1993 and 1997. Okay, right? Fine. So 24,000, 28,000, 35,000, 39,000, and 42,000, maybe 4,100 or maybe 42,000. Okay. So the difference, okay, so the difference is actually 35 Ah battery during 1993, it's over here, it is 84, okay, and 35 Ah battery in 1997 it's 45. So it's actually 84 minus 45, okay. So this is actually 39 because they have already mentioned the numbers are in thousand, so it is 39,000. Okay, so the answer is option D, which is 39,000. We come to the last question. Following table gives the sale of batteries manufactured by the company. The same data is given. In case of which battery, there was a continuous decrease in sale from 1992 to 1997. So the options are 4 AS, 7 AS, 32 AS, 35 AS, and 45 AS. In which case, there was a continuous decrease in sales from 1992 to 1997. See over here, 75, 90, 96, 105, it increases and then decreases, increases and so on. For 7 AH battery, if you see, there is decrease. Okay, 90, 75, 60, 85. Okay, so 7 AH, okay, fine. How about this one? 114, 102, 75. There is increase and decrease. Okay. 102, 84. There is increase and decrease. 108, 126. Increase and decrease. Okay. Right. So you can clearly state that 7 years battery there was a decrease. Okay. So 144, 126. 114, 90, 75, 60, 85. Okay, so you can say the answer for this one is option B, which is 7 years. Right? Once again, never ever give up at any point in your life, and let's start working with the logical questions. I request the students of all colleges and universities to kindly go through my videos. If you would like to, you can subscribe to my channel to stay further updates with the competitive exams, logical reasoning, mathematical and verbal ability of 2021. Okay, thank you.